We're doing homemade ham and scalloped potatoes.
Scalloped potatoes with ham. Cheesy scalloped potatoes too. It's gonna take quite a bit of this cheese.
4 cups.
And a lot of onions too. We have all the ingredients out. Now we're gonna start prepping them.
3 cups of milk.
3 cups of milk. We need 4 cups of shredded cheddar. We use the light, sharp cheddar. We're gonna grate that up and then get 4 cups of it. We're gonna preheat the oven to 350. This is a quart container. That's 4 cups of shredded cheddar. We have 3 medium onions. 8 medium potatoes, peeled and thinly sliced. It called for russets,
Yeah.
and these are russets. We have 8 potatoes. We keep them in water, that way it helps them to not brown.
It says to butter a 9 by 13 baking dish.
I have to remember that I'm not supposed to put glass in the broiler if we want to brown the tops. Thank you, viewer. I don't think we looked at that before. So you were correct. Thinly sliced. We actually cut our rings in half for the slices, just to make them a little smaller. Oh, let's get some green. Look, some scallion. I do like using the potatoes in this. Makes them nice and thin and uniform. Oh, be careful. Have it all sliced and we're gonna melt. We missed one. But yeah, we keep that in water too until we assemble them. Just keep them kind of brown. Got one more to slice. See how nice and thin they are. Thin. See, they're uniform. Because a recipe for scalloped potatoes or potatoes like this always says like 40 minutes. It always takes double that amount of time whenever we've done it. So to get your potatoes soft. Yeah. So you want to as thin as you can get them. In a saucepan big enough to hold the milk, we're gonna make the thickened sauce. I'm going to melt that. 4 tablespoons of flour. That's 4 tablespoons of flour. Butter melted. Do this just to help it snappy knappy. Stir about 1 minute. See, it's changing to a nice golden color. Take off heat, away from heat, and whisk in milk. That's 3 cups, remember? Simmer and stir until it thickens a little bit. In a separate skillet, we're gonna put 2 tablespoons of butter and we're gonna cook up the onions and fry up the ham a little bit. We have these ham pieces and we're going to
Cut them up into little pieces, littler pieces.
little pieces and fry them up real quick. Looks good. I'm gonna add our onions in first. Put that in. It's hot. They make a thing for that.
Use salt on the onions just to help them kind of pick out the juices.
I'm gonna add the ham. Let that all just cook down a bit.
Go through the medium high, stirring often. And half a teaspoon of pepper here with the onions in hand.
Thicken. It's thickened up some. We're gonna add 2 teaspoons of salt. A lot of potatoes. Took it off the heat. Did I say that?
Yep.
And 1 teaspoon of black pepper. And then just set aside. That's thickened.
That's a big spoon.
Alright, just about ready.
The heat.
I'm gonna drain these potatoes. Just potatoes. And it's kind of solid here, but we just got really love. Okay, this is where we're gonna do something a little different. Instead of layering it into the casserole dish, we dump it all in a pot or a bowl and mix it. Ham and onions. Add in the sauce. Time for the cheese. Mix it all together. So much easier than layering. Cheesy scalloped potatoes with ham. And lots of onions.
For a good solid mixing.
This is a comfort food of mine. I've always liked some homemade potatoes. My mom used to make them. Oh yeah. It's time to bake. At least an hour, or like an hour and a half at 350.
Oh yeah.
Subscribe if you like this content.